Hi mer friends, my name's Justine, I'm the Mermaid Seamstress, and today we're going to talk about mermaid safety. In this video, I want to share with you 10 safety tips that I think are essential for mermaids of every experience level. Tip number 1, invest in a quality monofin. I know it's tempting to save money by making your own monofin or buying them really cheap off of Wish or eBay or Amazon, but you want to make sure that you're going with a brand name that is trusted. Look up reviews. Make sure that whatever brand you're buying has tested and researched their monofins. Some awesome brands that I highly recommend are the Mermaid Linen Monofin by Body Glove, any of the Finis monofins, Fin Fun, Swim Tails, Magic Tails, Sun Tails, the list goes on and on. I have a monofin review playlist on my channel. If you're looking to get yourself either a first monofin or even a new monofin, make sure you check that out in the description box below. Safety tip number 2, know how to swim before you get in the water with your tail. So you want to be able to swim at least 25 meters or yards across a pool without any assistance, without holding onto the wall or the lane lines or touching the ground. You also want to make sure that you can float on your back. That way, if you get a cramp or you are getting tired, you can take a rest by floating on your back and it's easy to breathe. Tip number 3 goes right along with that. Make sure you stay in your depth. I mean by that is that if you're only confident swimming in the shallow end of the pool with your legs, make sure that you only stay in the shallow end of the pool with a tail on. If you're not comfortable going in the deep end, don't swim in the deep end with your tail. If you're not comfortable swimming in a lake, don't swim in a lake with your tail. Make sure that you know your limit and you stay within it. Tip number 4, always swim with supervision. This can be a parent, this can be a friend, this can be a fellow mermaid. Believe me, it is so important that you make sure that you're swimming with somebody. Not only is it more fun that way, but also you have somebody looking out for you who you can communicate with in case you need a little bit extra help or in case something goes wrong and you need help getting out of the pool. Of course, in most public pools or public swim areas, there are lifeguards around who are willing to help in an emergency, but ultimately, your friend or swimming buddy can help you a lot faster than a lifeguard can. Number 5, know the area you're swimming in. This is especially important if you're planning on swimming without goggles. You want to check out the area first with your goggles or look around. If you're at a pool, look around. See, is the pool really crowded? Am I going to have to look out for people when I'm swimming? Are there obstacles in the water like docks or boundaries or diving boards that you're going to have to look out for when you surface? Make sure that wherever you are, that you are comfortable being there, that you know the area, and that you know where is the safest place to get out, and also what obstacles you should look out for while you're under the water. You should also know the depth of the area, just in case, and make sure that you don't go too deep. Tip number 6, always start in the shallow end. This is especially important not only if you're a new mermaid, but also if you have a new tail or a new fin that you're just trying out for the first time and you don't know how it's going to go. Sometimes you need to be able to stand up and readjust. Fins and tails aren't all made the same. So one tail you might be really confident in and you might be able to swim really fast and really deep and dive in it and all sorts of stuff, and another fin you might not be as confident. Tip number 7, put your tail on at the edge of the pool. This is made fun of a lot, and I see a lot of people standing up in their mermaid tails and hopping to the pool's edge or butt scooting. Butt scooting is great, that's pretty safe, but it damages your tail a little bit. And hopping definitely damages your tail. You don't want to slip and fall on the pool deck. It can cause serious injury, and it's just an unnecessary risk to take. So always make sure that you put your tail on right next to the pool's edge so you can just slip into the water and start swimming like a graceful mermaid. Tip number 8, know how to take off your tail and your monofin. This is really important because things can happen unexpectedly. You might need to go help out somebody else, or a lifeguard needs to get into the pool, or you have a foot cramp and need to get out of the water, or need to get your fin off. You should know how to get your fin off quickly and easily to avoid further injury to yourself and to make sure that you can have access to 2 legs if you need them. Practice this before you get in the water, or practice it in the shallow end. If you're swimming with just a monofin, this is just as important. See if there's any safety features in the straps, like a safety release, that you can use to get out of your monofin even faster. Figure out how this works once you put a tail over it. It's going to be a little bit different than just getting out of your monofin by yourself, because there's going to be fabric between you and the foot straps. Tip number 9 is breathe normally. Taking a breath when you need it is not a big deal. In fact, it is one of the most important safety tips I have. And if you don't take away any from this video, I hope you take away this one, because it is so important. Nobody is going to shame you for taking a breath of air. Unless you are a free diver or a competitive fin swimmer and are specifically trained how to hold your breath safety, you shouldn't be trying to hold your breath for a really long time. Instead of practicing long breath holds, try practicing how to take a quick breath of air, or how to take a breath without disturbing the surface of the water. I find this a much more fun and a much more challenging thing than just simply going down and holding your breath until you feel like you're gonna burst. And last but not least, tip number 10, take breaks when you need to. Swimming as a mermaid is still exercise, so you can get tired. If you're a professional, make sure that you work out with your clients to take breaks during your gig. It's so important for not only your safety, but also for the person supervising you to be able to take a break and relax a little bit before going back and swimming more. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope that you go forward with these safety tips and use them when you're mermaiding or when you're swimming, and share them with your friends. Make sure that if you like this video to give it a thumbs up. If you're a mermaid who swims in open water like big lakes or the ocean, or areas with current like rivers, check out my ocean swimming safety video for mermaids for how to stay safe in those instances, and you should definitely go and check it out. Remember, if you want to see more tips, reviews, tutorials, to subscribe to my channel. If you aren't already, I highly recommend that you do. I also do swimming videos, which are awesome. You can see some of the tips that I mentioned in this video in action. Make sure also to click the bell notification button so that you never miss a release. And as always, happy swimming, safe swimming. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, fish friends.